feel like I put this mower to the ultimate test, probably maxed out its capabilities. I mapped out and mowed the 1.25 acres that's capable of mowing. I created 10 management zones, the maximum that the Luba 5000 can actually do. I tested it on slopes over 37 degrees or 75%. And I put the Luba to the ultimate test in the IPX6 waterproof rating. I even had it mowing in mud puddles. And I worked it day and night. Today I'm going to be talking about the Mammotion Luba 5000 all-wheel drive autonomous mower. And to be honest with you, I think this might be able to replace my 60-inch bad boy zero turn in some areas on my 6.5 acres. But first we need to find out, is this just a beefed up RC car with mower blades on it? Or is this really a good mower? And right off the rip, Mammotion's Luba 5000 won the product of the year and the brand of the year of 2023. So these guys came to play in a big way. I want to provide you with some statistics that you may find helpful. The claim is that this mower can mow up to 1.25 acres. The cut width on the Luba 5000 is 15.7 inches. The cut height goes between 1.18 inches and 2.8 inches. It can climb up to a 75% slope. You can manage up to a maximum of 10 management zones, and it comes with a 10 amp hour battery capacity. This mower can actually mow in straight lines like a professional does when you're putting lines in your yard. It has obstacle avoidance sensors, and it's very quiet and has 0 emissions. And the waterproof rating on this is IPX6 waterproof. And one of the biggest features about the mower in general is that it requires no perimeter wiring. And how that works is it works off an RTK GNSS satellite receiver. And the way that the RTK system works, it communicates with the satellites through a receiver, and then that receiver communicates to the Luba 5000 here. It's got very cool suspension on the front wheels with aluminum housing on the axles. I like that Mammotion beefed it up some, and it's not just all plastic. After all, this is not a cheap mower, and it should last you for many years. The wheels feel like high quality, thick tread, and that will definitely play a role in the stability and the traction. And did I mention that this is an all-wheel drive, can handle slopes up to 75% or 37 degrees. And I have a couple areas on the property here that I can't mow with my zero turn, so this should be very helpful in those areas. With the in-app multi-zone management, you can manage up to 10 different zones. And I'm gonna be honest, that's gonna be very helpful in my layout because I have so many different zones on this property. We have the front yard, we have this left side of the property, then we have the garden area in the backyard that is for the dogs, and then we have that big area in the back, the field. We keep it mowed because we walk back there and we take the dogs back there to play. Setting up the Luba is pretty straightforward. You just download the Mammotion app and it takes you step through step on how to actually set that up. So I'm not gonna cover that in this video. You can follow those steps in the actual app. Now with all that out of the way, let's see if this is actually a good mower, gives us good cut quality, and see how it performs. We've got it coming home, but it's having a difficult time. It's doing circles. So in this part of the video, I'm going to be actually creating a new zone. Our first zone was the backyard. So this has happened more than once, where current positioning status is not good. Please wait until positioning is restored before continuing planning, which that took me a little bit of time to do to map all that out. So that means I have to restart completely. So try number 2, I've gotten that same notification, and this is where the actual antenna is setting, and it has a clear view to the sky. Here's where the charging unit is on the side. And I have to admit that it's raining again today. It's sprinkling right now as I'm recording, and we have cloudy skies, but I'm not sure if that should affect the satellite down to the Luba. Here we have that same error again, and that's really starting to get annoying because I'm not more than 75 to 100 foot from that antenna and the Luba. So I'm not sure why we're having that type of problem other than maybe the clouds in the sky, but I'm gonna wait, make sure that this reconnects again. And here's the problem that we're running into is if we try to exit out of this and we hit confirm, we gotta start all over again. So I find myself sitting here with Mr. Rooster until this unlocks. Okay, I've sat here long enough. So after about 10 minutes of waiting, maybe longer, maybe 15, I still got this error message that is saying the current positioning status is not good. What's not good is that I can't get this to map out my perimeter. And I will say when it's working great, but I have a major concern is if this is happening when I'm mapping this out, what's gonna happen when I'm enjoying a company and this is out mowing and then it stops and I have to come out and reset it and do that because it's not getting a positioning. Mammotion says that that antenna needs to have a clear view to the sky. I clearly have that. So this is disappointing, and for me, this is a major flaw. So I'll wait for a sunny day and I'm going to go to record some more footage, some drone footage, and I find that my drone won't even connect in that location either. So it's not the Luba's fault. It was actually the connection to the satellite because my drone can't connect to it and the Luba can't connect to it. I can't blame it on the Luba. There is actually 2 devices not connecting right here in this one spot, which is very strange. So these are not good for the Luba. After a lot of mowing and some trial and error, I want to share with you my final thoughts. First, I want to talk about what I really liked about the Luba, and then next I'll talk about the things I disliked about the Luba, and last I'll talk about areas of improvement that Mammotion can make to make this mower even better. The Luba 5000 actually exceeded my expectations in every category. I feel like I put this mower to the ultimate test, probably maxed out its capabilities. I mapped out and mowed the 1.25 acres that's capable of mowing. I created 10 management zones, the maximum that the Luba 5000 can actually do. I tested it on slopes over 37 degrees or 75%. And I put the Luba to the ultimate test in the IPX6 waterproof rating. I even had it mowing in mud puddles. And I worked it day and night. Once I got the perimeter set up, it was just basically sit back and watch it mow. These robotic mowers might actually look like toys, but after testing out this Luba 5000, these things are the real deal. Connectivity is the #1 problem that I had with this Luba. They need to improve how the app communicates with the mower. There was many times when I actually couldn't see the Luba and I was trying to find out where it was located in which section of the yard. And I couldn't see that because I couldn't get the app to connect to the mower. I could get on the app, but it wouldn't connect and let me know where it was actually at. So I would have to physically walk out there, locate it, and make sure everything was all right. And there was one instance where I actually got stuck on a rock and I couldn't get it connected to the app to find out where it was at. So it would have been nice to have some type of notification, like a push notification, to come through the phone that told me something was going on. This next one is probably just a personal preference, but it would be nice to have color options other than just glossy white. Maybe something like matte black or camo. The green light that's on the garage and the RTK receiver, we should have options on those lights to be able to turn them on and off and even set how bright they are. And I think that would help conceal the unit in darkness and increase security against theft. And there needs to be a return to home option with rain sensors. I couldn't figure out how to get the Luba home manually until it was too late. I know there is an option in the app where you can turn off don't mow for rainy days. But what happens when a pop-up storm comes and it's out mowing? There should be an automatic return to home trigger for those type of instances. I appreciate you hanging out with me to the end. I had a lot of fun making this video. I can't wait to start the next project. Hope to see you in that one. Until then, be sure to check out my other videos and take care.